Hello everybody, Jay Smith back with you. Doing a tutorial on Fred Hammond's Running Back to You. He did it with Commissioned, but I'm using the key that they did in 2001 on the Reunion CD, which is A minor. It's relative to C major. The original key is C minor, which is relative to E flat major. I have my lyrics here so to help guide you through it. I'm doing this because a student of mine and I were talking about relative keys and how a lot of songs use the relative minor and it's intertwined with the major key. Now we know in the key of C, the 5 chord is G7 or any type of dominant. But when we make it minor, and all we're simply doing is still playing the key of G, but we're using it from the standpoint of using the 6 as our 1 or our tonic. And when we do that, oftentimes the 3, what we know of in C is E, is turned into a secondary dominant, E7, which bounces us back to the A, and that's your dominant to 1 movement. All right, let's look at the first part, and it says, how can you forgive me when I've often gone astray? How can you think of me when I do things my way, turning my back on you, the one who loved me first, choosing my own desires, renewing worldly thirst. See how that brings you back to the 1? So let's get started. All right, the verse basically uses a lot of the same chords. And anytime in tutorials that you see people playing a lot of fat chords, don't worry about that. A lot of times they're using couplings, the 1 and the 7, or one of the most greatest tools that you'll see is called the power chord, which is the 1 and the 5. And the 5 is neutral because whether your chord's major or minor, it still contains a 5. All right, so A minor 9, let's just do, in my tutorials, I'm going to do a single root for you. There's no need to play all these extra notes and confuse you because you're trying to learn the song. You can add that later. All right, A minor 9, A in the root. There's our G, dominant 7. B, there's the 9. There's a flat 3rd C, and E. How can you, remember that chords, used a lot. Forgive me, just a simple G major, but I am going to toggle off the 2. How can you forgive me when I've going to repeat that with the F major, when I've often gone astray. There's our E7, 1, 3, and 5, and I'm going to put the dominant 7 at the bottom of the chord. How can you forgive me when I've often gone astray? How can you think of me when I do things my way? All right, and I think for them, this is where they actually now flip it and move to the key of C. I know it's all the same, but it's where they do the progression. Now they go turning my back on you, turning my back on you, the one who loved me first, choosing my own desires, renewing worldly thirst. All right, that's the whole verse. First part of verse 1. I'm going to run through it again. How can you forgive me when I've often gone astray? Trying to speed through it. How can you think of me when I do things my way, turning my back on you, the one who loved me first? A minor 9 again. Choosing my own desires, F, renewing worldly thirst, E7, second part of the verse, 2, you told me you would keep me, but I turned it away. I failed you so much now, I don't know what to say. You showed your nail. Right here, that part of the verse 2 where we go to the bridge. Excuse me, not the bridge, before we go to the chorus. Showed your nail. We go to the 5 chord of C, and we're making that minor. G minor 9, G, F, A, B, flat D. Nail, scarred hands. Notice I only move the root to the next chord up a 4th. All right, G minor 9 goes to C. We drop the thumb here. All right, and notice what was the 7 of G becomes the 3 of C. So that's a C13. 1, 3. There's the 13. Dominant 7 and 9. Showed your nail, scarred hands. Back to the A minor 9. So I can see. A minor 9, 2. We call that D7 or D13 sharp 11. Now, reason is that here's a D7 chord without the 5. We don't want to clutter that voicing. And on the right hand, we're basically playing a major triad that's above the root of the chord we're playing. By doing that, that's the 9, that's the sharp 11 of D, and that's the 13. And now we do a 2-5-1 in C out. And I, D minor 9 to be exact, D, F, A, C, E. I know that I'm free. There's our G7, sus. G, there's the 7, there's the 9, there's the sus. All right, there's our 13. I know that I'm free. Take that 9, the A, and flatten it. Let's do that again. You show me you have been there and showed your nail, scarred hands, so I can see. 2-5 out, and I know that I'm free, and I am running back to you. We're going to go to C. And like I said, you see how it's intertwined in these 2 keys. I suggest that you do this voicing of C major, an octave with the 5 as octaves apart. So play the 5, G first, G, C, let's add the 2, E and G. Running back to you, I see you're standing there. We have E, all right? We have G sharp, C, D, and F. That's our 3 of E. That's going to be our sharp 5. That's our dominant 7, and that's our 9. So that's E9 augmented. Running back to you, I see you're standing there for me. Your arms are open. Regular 4 chord, F major 7. Your arms are open wide. A minor 9 again. So you'll see this chord a lot. Now we 2-5. And I don't have to 5 cry no more. Flatten that 9. Second part of the chorus. Standing there for me. Same chord. I am running back to you. Why did I go away when I know I am no good when I'm on my own? Now you see the harmonic device that Fred uses from classical music. When he goes to the 2, instead of 5ing it to take you back to the 1, he goes straight to the 3 and turns it into a secondary dominant, which makes it want to resolve back to A minor. Alright, so that is the verse and that's the chorus. Now the second time you do the verse, you do the chorus. Running back to you, I see you're standing there for me. Your arms are open wide. And I don't have to cry no flat 9. You're standing there for me. And I am running back to you. Why did I go away when I know I am no good? Fred does this. I have another device from classical music. He goes to the sharp 4 of the key of C, and he walks it down from the 6. 6, 5, flat 5, or sharp 4, depending on how you're looking at it. So over that F sharp, we're going to play the 2 of the chord as major. And it's a great little formula. You're looking at the key of C from the standpoint of C now. Bass line is sharp 4, but we're going to do a major chord on the 2, which is D. I'm going to invert it, second inversion. I have taken A, D, F sharp. Now the chord moves a 4th up to G. I have taken, and the bass moves down chromatically a half step to F. Then advantage of, bass moves another half step, chord moves another 4th. So we move from D to G to C. I have taken advantage of C. Your love. Now it goes to the 6, A7. And your grace. A, C sharp, E, and G. I have, and any of you who listen to a lot of gospel, you've heard this formula in a lot of stuff. James Hall. Take me back where, you remember this? I first received you under the, alright, so I have taken advantage of your love and your grace. Back to this A minor. Forgive me, Lord, and take me home. He takes it up. Take me home. Same formula, it's just in another key. I'm running to you, Jesus. Alright, so we're in D flat. Same chord, just up a half step. There's our D flat, A flat, D flat, E flat, F. Hey, running to you, Jesus. Take me home. Alright, same formula again. F, A, D flat, E flat, G flat. See, I've been. There's our 4 chord, F sharp major or D, G flat major. See, I've been in this world too long. B flat, minor 9, B flat, A flat, C, D flat. And then we go to our 2 chord, E flat minor. And let's make that minor 9, E flat. There's our G flat, B flat, D flat, and F. There's our 9. I don't want to fight anymore. Flatten that 9. See, I'm tired of pain, and I don't like fear. Boom, boom, boom. And he walks that bass down from the 5. Boom, boom, boom. See, I'm tired of pain, and I don't like fear. Boom, boom, Lord, I want to be more sincere. I never should have left your side. Please take me to your guiding light. And that's the song, y'all. And begin to listen to songs for their progressions. Remember the Stevie song? I don't want to bore you with it. Same thing. Running back to you. Flat 9. A lot of chords have the same, a lot of songs have the same chords in common. And that's one thing I try to urge you musicians, learn progressions in theory. Because if you only think about songs when you're playing, you're really missing out on a lot of things that are doing, a lot of songs that are doing the same thing. All right, be blessed, y'all, and I hope you have a blessed week.